Hello everyone, today we're looking at numbers to 1,000. It's a year 3 objective and I'll be talking you through how to use Screencastify to record your PowerPoint. On this PowerPoint I've got some worked examples, some guided practice. We've then got a support and extension exercise using Codecademy, an LBQ code with an activity on there, and also a worksheet that you can do on screen or print off and complete with a pen and pencil. Don't forget, throughout this activity it's really useful to have a pencil and a piece of paper, so you can take part in some of these activities. So some of the key vocabulary we'll be using is here: hundreds, tens, ones, and placeholder, and your success criteria is there. If you felt it was appropriate to go through this, then please do. But do remember, these videos are limited to 5 minutes at present. So I'm going to start with a starter activity. So I've got some numbers and some representations. Just to warm up our brains. On the left hand side I've got some representations, on the right hand side I've got some numbers. I'd like you to press pause now. You're using YouTube, so you can either use the space bar or press the pause button and have a go at this quick starter. Okay, let's see how we got on. So on the left hand side we've got some bundles of sticks. In each bundle there are 10 sticks in these first bundles, and then we've got 3 single sticks here. So we've got 4 lots of 10. So we've got 4 10s here and 3 1s. If we look on the right hand side, if we can see 4 10s and 3 1s, we'll see the number 43. The next representation has some base 10 and also some 1s as well, and we've got 5 10s there and 4 1s. If we look at our numbers, we've got 54, and our final representation, we've got 10 red beads and 4 white beads. So we've got 1 10 and 4 1s, which we can link here. And just to check our answers, I'll click my answer button. And there we are. Well done if you got all those correct. Nice to warm up our brain. So, bit of thinking time next. We're going to be looking at what's the same and what's different about the base 10 below. So, if we start and look at our green example, we've got lots of ones here. And if we count across, it's a 10 by 10 grid, and there's actually 100 cubes in this representation. If we look at our yellow example, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got a base 10 there, and we've got 1 cube with our red example. So we can see how these examples are different and the same. Now, if you want to go into more detail and give me a STEM sentence or maybe a written example, please pause the video now and you can explain what's the same and what's different about these base 10 below. Okay, so we're going to do a guided practice now. And for this, I can get my pen out to have a look. So again, we're using exactly the same representations as before. We spoke about this green example, that it was at 100 cubes in it. So we can see here we've got 100 here, we've got 100 here, and we've also got 100 here. So our number is going to be 300. If we look at our next representation, again, we've got 100 here. How many have we got here in our yellow? So remember, this was a base 10. So we've got 10 cubes here, 10 here, and 10 here as well. So we've actually got 30. And then we've got our 1s here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we add them all together, we've got 135. And just have a look at turning my pen off. My answers, and I've got them correct. I've got another representation there that I could go through and explain, and then there's some independent practice. What I'd like to do here is pause the video, and I'd like you to have a go independently at these examples.